feature act for the night is going to be coming up. So, give it up for Skyla Luckey.
Hello. Hola. I actually failed Spanish. Hola is Spanish, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Maybe I need to retake it, yeah. So my real name is Skyla Luckey. I know some people are like, is that really your real name? Yeah, it's my real name. I have really cool hippie parents. We're from Mississippi originally. But you know, no matter how cool your parents are, it doesn't make it any easier to come out to them when you realize you're a lesbian. And I am a lesbian. You know, you hear those stories about people saying, oh, when I came out to my mom, she kicked me out of the house. Or in Mississippi, you know, they threw 5 Bibles at me. Also, there's the stories of, oh, well, I didn't talk to my mom for 5 years and I still can't bring my girlfriend to Christmas dinner. No, my mom actually, there was no kicking me out, no throwing Bibles at me, and my girlfriends have always actually been able to come and have Christmas dinner. When I came out to my mom, she gave me a dildo. Yeah. I was 15 years old, and we lived in the small town of Canton, Mississippi. Maybe if you've ever seen the movie A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey, Sandra Bullock, that's Canton, Mississippi. So Mom and I were living in this little bitty duplex apartment, and it was a Sunday. And Mom was cooking her seafood gumbo, which is an all-day process to make your seafood gumbo really good. So I said to myself that morning, by dinner time tonight, I'm going to muster up the courage to tell my mom that I'm gay. So dinner time rolls around and we sit down for seafood gumbo and we go through our first bowl and I'm just thinking, okay, it's gonna be a wonderful dinner conversation. I'm gay and I mean, even though my mom's cool, I was still worried, like anybody, that I was going to be kicked out of the house or the Bible thrown at me. So I've got those worries in the back of my head and we get through our first bowl of gumbo and I did not tell her that I'm gay. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go get myself a second bowl of gumbo. Got a second bowl of gumbo. Nope. Words still aren't coming out. Well, we didn't have a dishwasher because this was 1999, I guess. Maybe we didn't have dishwashers in 1999 in Mississippi while the rest of you did. I don't know. So I was washing the dishes and then I said, okay, I'm going to tell her after this last dish that I wash right here. I'm going to tell her. So Mom's sitting at the kitchen table and I stick out my chest and I say, Mom, I'm gay. And she looks at me, and in her sweet southern accent, she says, Skyla, you are not gay, honey. You haven't had any penis yet. Once you have some penis inside of you, you will see that you are not gay. Yeah, but Mom, I've never really been with a vagina besides my own, but I just think I'd like that more. Oh no, Skyla, you will see. You will see. So here comes the dildo, right? The next day, I go off to school, and then when I come back home, there is a dildo lying on my bed. And I'm like, oh my God, really? So Mom comes home, and then I've got the dildo in my hand. I'm like, Mom, really? A dildo? Well, what, Skyla? I thought that you could experiment safely with a penis. Wouldn't have to worry about you getting pregnant or getting STDs. So I'm really glad that I decided to come out to my mom, at 1999 and not wait until 2004, because that is the year that Mississippi outlawed dildos. Yeah, seriously, it was crazy. And I'm a journalist, so I wrote for an alternative news weekly, and the assistant editor, she is a lesbian, and her editorial, I loved it. It was one of the best. It was like, seriously, politicians, is it really any of your business what I'm doing in my bedroom? Yeah, they outlawed the dildos. And I don't really know the reasoning behind that. I can just assume that there was a politician who was really threatened by his wife's dildo, maybe, I don't know. But it was about that time, actually, that I got into my first serious lesbian relationship. And you guys know lesbians. We do it fast. We get married, just like now that we can get married, we're getting married left and right, you know. But at the time, gay marriage was not legal, so we do the thing of just date for 2 weeks, move in. And this was this scenario. We had dated for about 3 weeks, actually, and then I moved in with her, and then we decided we needed a dildo. But we couldn't get a dildo at the sex store. Isn't that funny? You could still get butt plugs, lube, magazines, and all that at the sex stores, but no dildos. Because if you got caught with one, you would be charged with a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor. Explain that on your employment when you're applying for a job. What's this misdemeanor you have over in Mississippi? Oh, that's because I bought a dildo over there and the police caught me with it. You know, I mean, seriously. But my girlfriend at the time and I, we wanted a dildo, and so we get in the car and we're driving to the sex store, and we're like, wait a minute, we can't get one at the sex store. Remember? They were outlawed. Oh yeah, that's right. So we go back home, and then we decide to order one online. And then I say to her, as we're pulling up the website, whoa, that might not be a good idea. She's like, well, why not? Because what if they have something like these Nazi police officer dildo trained people at the post office who are scanning boxes specifically for the dildos, like, you know, beep, 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 beep. Our name would be on the box, right, with the address. They're gonna call the Jackson Police Department. A police officer's gonna show up to the house. Could I please speak to Miss Skyla Luckey? I'm Skyla. What's up? Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you're under arrest. You are charged with a misdemeanor because of possession of a dildo. I mean, really, right? So we decided against that. Instead, we decided to smuggle a dildo into Mississippi. Oh yeah, right? The way I think, I tell you. Anyway, so we ended up driving to Memphis, Tennessee, and we double-checked, making sure that dildos were still legal in Tennessee, which they were. So we go up to Memphis, to the sex store, find our dildo, and then we wrap it in a blanket, and we put it in a garbage bag, and then, you know where your spare tire is in your trunk? We put it right in there because we're like, okay, this is gonna be perfect. If the Mississippi Highway Patrol happens to pull us over once we get back over into Mississippi, hopefully their canine dildo sniffing dogs won't be able to smell it if it's, you know, packed away tightly, right? So yeah, we smuggled a dildo back into the state of Mississippi, and I was never, ever charged with a misdemeanor or caught with one. How about that? But you know what? Shortly after, actually, I moved to Florida. Yay, where dildos are legal. So I remember I was checking, I wanted to see, were there any arrests, right? Back in Mississippi. So I Googled, well, dildo arrest Mississippi, right? I mean, what else are you gonna Google? So I remember Googling it. And it turns out there's a news reporter who went inside one of the sex stores in Jackson, Mississippi, and saw that, oh God, the sex store was selling dildos, right? After the law had been passed. And the reporter called the Jackson Police Department to tell them. And the Jackson Police Department said, really? Do you really think we care about a sex store selling dildos? We have bigger crimes to worry about, you know, like murders. So now I believe they're cool. They're selling their dildos and all that good stuff. So, however, I was arrested one time. It was for breaking my own bedroom window. Yeah. I spent 4 days, you guys, in juvenile detention center for breaking my own bedroom window. Yeah. My dad, he arrested me, or he didn't arrest me, but he called the police on me. And they came there and they put me in the back of their little patrol car and took me up to the juvenile detention center. And then I remember I got my orange suit and my flip-flops, my mugshot, right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, the girls that are in here are probably in here for rape, robbery, murder. Oh, good God, and I'm in here for breaking my own bedroom window, and I went to a private school, you guys. I had perfect attendance before it was ruined by my time in the juvenile detention center. And so I get there, and I'm scared to death. I'm like, oh God, oh God. So I get there, and then they take me to my cell, and it's these little bitty cells. It's not like 5 girls to a cell or whatever, thank God, because I didn't want to get raped or whatever. I didn't even take a shower, actually, for 4 days because of the fear of being raped. So anyway, so I'm in my cell, and I was like, okay. And it was already lights out in prison, whatever, or jail, whatever it's called. So it was already lights out. And I remember the girl on the second floor of cells, she goes, "No, girl. What are you in for?" okay, maybe if I'm just quiet, she won't ask me anymore because this is really embarrassing. And then all these other girls are gonna hear that I'm in here for breaking my own bedroom window because I tell you what, they are in here for far worse. But no, she didn't shut up. She wouldn't stop. No, girl! What are you in for? Okay, I better answer her. Broke a window! Silence. Silence, you guys. Not a single word out of those girls. Thank you very much. I'm Skyla Luckey.
Keep it going for Skyla Luckey, everybody! And keep that going for all the comedians you've seen tonight. We've got one more coming up for you tonight.